What? A video message? Well, no worries, guys. I just wanted to remind everyone that we have a Patreon now, so please go to the bubble up here or go to the link down below and check out our Patreon. It is, of course, patreon.com/AirsoftAl. Thank you, guys, and enjoy the special and review. The way!
Colt.
Yes, best man, get the hell out of my way.
None of you to pass. You must answer these three.
Fine. You know what, fine. I'll answer your damn questions. Why does it seem so familiar?
First, what is your name?
Airsoft Al, the common man's airsofter.
Second, what is your favorite SMG?
Why, a Thompson, of course! They wouldn't want to be exact.
Of course!
Third, what is the average airspeed of a swallow?
African or European?
I don't quite know myself, actually.
And who says Monty Python doesn't teach you anything? Right, well, I better go ahead and get on to the review then.
Airsoft Al is doing a 1911 review. Would you like to join?
Mission accepted.
Well, it's been a long road, hasn't it? Here it is. 3 years later. 700 videos. Can't believe it. You guys have been with me for almost 700 uploads. You guys have been there since the very start. You guys have been there helping, subscribing, liking, supporting the channel in your own way, and giving very good feedback. And well, what more to help not only commemorate this great achievement of mine, but also commemorate the channel's 700th upload by reviewing an American classic, the very staple of America. The Man-Stopper, the Freedom Bringer, none other than the Golden Icona Americana, a gun that has been in so many video games that you dare say you can't have a shooter without this gun. I'm of course talking about the pride of America, the symbol of American freedom, the one, the only, 1911!
Wrong 1911, dumbass.
What? Which 1911 is it?
The Railgun.
Oh. Well, I retract my statement then. Also, how the fuck are you not dead? Literally, you just basically pulled a Monty Python frickin' Bridge Keeper not 2 seconds ago.
Dude, Gas Mask Man, when the hell did logic ever fit in my description?
Actually, by this point in time, I think I should stop trying to apply logic to you. Anyway, folks, here it is, the review of the Colt Railgun 1911. Let's get America up in here. Now, of course, since we're talking about the Colt 1911 Railgun, I guess we can skip everything about this and simply say this is a modern update to the tried and true 1911, which, even 100 years later, is still a great gun. Not only that, but it's kind of those weird guns where, even though in this modern day and age, this tactical fucking gun society we live in today, the 1911 is one of those guns where, even though you're updating an old platform, the updating kind of pulls it off great. It's just an amazing platform in of itself that, even though adding a tack rail and putting these serrations here and adding a double safety and all that good jazz, putting on all this fancy furniture on it, it still looks fucking amazing. This is the most beautiful damn gun I have ever seen in my life, and I'm probably going to change that statement when I see other gas blowbacks, but still, it is an amazing gun. The steel work is amazing. It is so beautifully well done. The serrations, while yes, on there, is great. The laser engraving. The only way you're getting this engraving off is by fucking grinding this bitch off. And that, oh, just that, just go ahead and fucking just, oh, it just, and that snappy trigger, oh, that's snappy, snappy. But outside of that, what else can I say about this 1911? Well, the 1911 in of itself is a really, really good gun. The range I'm able to get out of it is damn near 200 feet. Now, I say that because I went out to about 185 feet to almost 190 feet with .3 BBs. I'm still hitting a man-sized target. Now, I probably could hit a hand-sized target, but I'm not going to because I'm not a goddamn marksman. I'm really not. As for the magazine in of itself, the magazine is your standard KWC magazine. It takes CO2. It holds about 15 rounds, 15 to 17 rounds, give or take. I might as well go ahead and get the CO2 in there. No worries. I come prepared with a screwdriver. See? Sonic screwdriver. Always have one handy. Now, of course, with that fresh CO2, you get about 5.5 magazines worth of shots out of this bad boy, and the recoil, it's just oh, that feels amazing. And there is a cooldown factor, of course, which is definitely evident after just shooting those few shots rapidly. You can even see the condensation on the CO2 cartridge in of itself, and the magazine, whoo, that is actually cool. I'm shoving it in the gun so I don't have to hold that magazine. The hammer itself, while this is a very simple gun, you do have the obvious standard 1911 safety. However, there is a bit of a problem with that because the 1911 safety on the right side is a little bit more protrude, and if you go to shoot it, you can accidentally flip the safety up. Now, granted, that's not really a big gripe because all you have to do is basically hold it in the standard way that you would shoot any other handgun, which is basically what I'm doing here. The left side, of course, is still somewhat easy to use. It still is easy, and even though I'm shooting offhand, I'm still able to shoot very well. Now, this is a right-handed dominant handgun, meaning if you're a left-hand shooter, you're not going to have the fully ambidextrous release, slide release, safety. You're only going to get the safety that's fully ambi. However, what really makes the gun amazing is that this is only a slide. It's not disabling the gun. This little bad boy right here, the nice little beaver tail, which, that beaver tail, oh, that's oh, that is comfortable as almighty. The grip itself is just amazingly comfortable. The grip safety unit itself was the biggest innovation in handguns for the longest time, and I can see why. And even to this day, while we take for granted the grip safeties, oh, it's just a grip safety, it's not that great, it's not that innovative. You have to think, back in the 1900s, this kind of this kind of safety was innovative of the time. It is amazing. Now, are there any downsides to it? Oh, you bet your ass there is. Well, a little bit of gripes anyway. But before I continue that, you also have a lanyard loop here, which you can hang all your cool little accessories, your bunnies, your Scout Regiment symbols, yes, And then, of course, the sights. Just gonna hold that. So when I do this, that rattling you're hearing, it's not the slide, it's not the magazines, and all that, it's the sights. The front in your sight, wobbly. You have to take this whole thing apart, which I will show how to do, to actually completely disassemble the assembly inside in order to tighten this thing down, because this thing wobbles like no tomorrow. And the front sight wobbles also like no tomorrow, but thankfully enough, that's in place. That ain't leaving, that ain't moving. This one, on the other hand, I'm afraid, after so many shootings, the screw's going to come undone, and you're going to lose that rear sight. You really are. Speaking of the sights, you have a nice little 3-dot sight, simple dot sight, and the muzzle itself does come with a threaded barrel, so you can put all your silencers and your tracer units and all your tactical stuff. And you have the single little tack rail right there for all your tactical assemblies. Now, of course, with that in mind, comes the biggest con of them all, this little piece. This little piece right here. This little piece will actually break and come off. Now, I have yet to have it break on me, but there was a massive, when this gun first came out, there was a huge mass amount of reports of this little bad boy right here breaking, coming out completely. And I have done my best to make sure that this thing stays in. Every time I hold the gun, I at least have it, I have my thumb at least over it, so that way if, heaven forbid, if it should attempt to come out, it will at least stay in place. Now, outside of that, all I can say is that this gun is shooting a very healthy 330 to 340 FPS, which a lot of chronographs have been showing, 330 to 340, basically CQB-friendly FPS. But the hop-up system in here, which is really nice, what you have to do to actually get to the hop-up system, outside of checking the magazine, and then, of course, pulling your slide back, you want to line up that first notch right there. Pop that out. And then, of course, that. The way you would get to your hop-up is by turning that little knob right there. Just a little knob right there, which I have it set up for 0.3s because that's what I run out of this 0.3s. Now, from here you can basically do whatever you want. You can do upgrades, you can do modifications, you can do God knows everything else, but like I said, you have to completely remove this out, you have to remove this, and then you have to tighten the screw down on that. Now, reassembling the handgun is simple as pie. Yep. Go. And of course, ooh, see what I mean? The safety jumped up for no damn reason, just like that. But that's not a big con. Not only that, but the price tag on this bad boy is amazingly good. It's actually well priced. At $110, I can safely say this is a very affordable handgun if you want a tactical handgun, which is very amazing. But of course, I'm going to let my combat footage speak for itself. Motherfucker! Seriously, you locked the door?
Of course!
Am I supposed to kick in the door?
Of course!
Look that up. Now, after all that, you're probably wondering what the score is. Son of a bitch! Every damn time I do something good, I do a gas blowback, I do a high-end gun, every fucking time! Dice, go ahead, speak your piece. To this point, by this point, I just do not care. I don't care. Go ahead and speak your goddamn piece!
Well, you see, Al, there's those of us that have more refined tastes for the better things in life. Like, not McDonald's coffee. Some of us don't want a modern 1911. A lot of us have more of a classic taste in mind. Such as for the KWC 1911 A1. Ah yes, the lines of a classic. If you're not too interested in getting a more modern 1911, KWC has long since made the 1911 A1. This is a very nice pistol for the price. A very strong recoil spring and a sturdy build construction. This is a good pistol to have if you're on a tight budget. Having a strong recoil spring, this is also powered by CO2. Giving this a very snappy trigger response, as well as a lot of recoil. For those who don't feel like updating or upgrading their guns, something like this will be a perfect fit for them. Or for those who are looking for a World War II sidearm to go along with their Thompson submachine guns.
Well, that's true, Dice. However, you also have to admit that the parts for that little bad boy ain't exactly easy to come by or fucking rare to come by these days, since KWC is pretty cheap on the, parts department.
Well, fortunately enough, Elite Force,
son of a bitch,
also makes the 1911 Tactical, which uses the KWC 1911 as a base. Elite Force, a little while ago, came out with rebuild kits for all the different sections of the pistol in case they break. So if you are in need of OEM parts, Elite Force makes them.
This is true. Especially this basically just being a reshell repaint of a 1911, which is, or at least the Elite Force 1911, which is kind of blatantly obvious when you compare this to the Elite Force 1911, but at the same time I kind of get it. They were kind of lazy that day, I guess, so it's like, you know what, it's whatever. I will admit the Elite Force 1911's okay, but it's not really okay, if you get my drift. Well, as long as we don't have any other interruptions, we can move on to the final. Oh, God! Who is it this time? Who else beside Dice is fucking barging on my goddamn review? Oh, hey, Spike.
What's up, everybody? This is GBB Central Adam. Can't do a good review without shades. This is GB Operative Spike. Today, going over one of the by far most popular airsoft gun models out there, which would be the 1911. Before I get into this review, I need Al to do me a favor. I need you to use your magic, and I need to borrow your Colt 1911 if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, no problem, Spike.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Al.
How the blood-soaked Protestant hell did you do that?
Sonic screwdriver.
Of course!
You know, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. You Whovians know what I'm getting at, don't you? Oh yeah, you know what I'm getting at.
So first, let's begin with the Colt 1911 Railgun by KWC, side by side with the KWC Mark III PTP. So these guns are both designed after two very popular gun manufacturers. This, of course, would be licensed after the Colt replica, whereas the KWC follows more of a Kimber look and design. So some of the similar features you would find in the Kidbird you'd see in the KWC, and vice versa, the Colt and of course the Railgun. So they're at two different price points. The Colt KWC 1911, it retails at $109.99, and the KWC PTP is $164.95. So as you can expect, there's a big difference in the craftsmanship and design of it, but is it worth that price jump? First off, what I like about the KWC 1911 is price, of course, is awesome. At that, it has a really nice look, weight, and feel that's actually very comparable with the KWC. So for a lot less, you're getting something that's going to feel a lot like. What I like also would be how gas efficient. It actually uses a CO2 cartridge. And while that, for me, is a big turnoff, I find a lot of CO2 replicas to be hand cannons or time bombs, as you put it, because CO2 and a cheap plastic gun usually doesn't mix. But this one's been reinforced. It's a lot of different upgrades they've done to it to make it one of the most effective models out there. But it being CO2 powered, you're going to get closer to 60 to 80 shots off one fill. 1911s in the airsoft market are designed to be two different things. One, to feel nice and hefty, which of course they kind of come closer into the 2-pound weight, which is awesome. It feels great. The second being very hard kicking. When you're using a green gas gun, the single stack or the slightly enlarged double stack magazines, they don't get a lot of gas per fill. You don't get to shoot as many BBs. But with the Colt, you kind of bypass that. So I'll go over the pros of the KWC. KWC PTP, it is a fine-tuned weapon. It utilizes the NS2 system, which is both gas efficient for green gas and it has extraordinary accuracy and range. So that's what I really like about this one. For the price, you're gonna have an out-of-the-box ready gun that can shoot and engage at 100 plus engagements, no problem, 150, even if you got the right BBs and the up adjusted correctly, but you're at a larger price point. Whereas the KWC, you're at a lot cheaper price point, but you're getting everything you need as a beginner or intermediate level gun. And quite arguably, that's what you need. I honestly would lean most players over to the KWC. I like how it overcomes the 1911 dilemma of hard kicking with great gas efficiency. So I want to say, price comparing the KWC with the KWC, I would think KWC is a gun for most people. If you're looking to get the extra bit of range, you're looking to get a little more accuracy, I'd go over with the KWC. For the most part, there isn't as many upgrades for either of them, which could be a pro or a con. I know out of the box though, for most applications, you're going to be happy with either one of these. But for me, honestly, I'm going to weigh this one over just because it's got awesome look, it's got licensed trademark, the weight and feel are great, awesome gas efficiency, and very good kick to boot. So, alright guys, into my review.
Well, I do have to agree with Spike on a few things, and I have to agree with this assumption, yes. The KWC is a better choice. Fuck you, KWA. But, either way. So with everything said, with all of it done, and 700 videos later, I believe some thanks is in order. So I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank the Academy for this. I'd like to thank my family, even though they didn't help for Jack. I'd like to thank Gun Jesus for giving us guns in the Great Colt. I'd like to thank Browning. I'd like to...
On with it! Yes! Get on with it! Get on with it!
Alright, fine. The final score is a 9 out of 10. What? Did you think otherwise? Come on, it's a good gun, but it's not near perfect. It's near perfect, but it's not perfect, mind you. In fact, the reason I got a 9 out of 10 is because of this little piece right here. The fact that this little piece right here breaks. The fact it broke. The fact there's no quality control at KWC. That's the reason it gets a 9 out of 10, but it's still a must-own. This is a handgun you want in your collection. There are tons of aftermarket parts out there to have for this gun, so you can just simply replace this little piece right here with another piece that will not break, that will not come apart. But, at the end of the day, I guess you could say that, even though there's the one flaw, it's still a really good handgun. It's still really, really good. Ooh, that is really nice, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. 700 videos have passed, and the days will continue to go. So here's to seeing you guys in the next 100 videos, and hopefully 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, as always, at Airsoft Al. And you know what? I think another gas gun is in order to check out. One that has been needing to be seen. One that I think needs to have the light shined on it. What's this? Ladies and gentlemen, the next review will be of the Marusian Derringer. Let's get old-timey up in this bitch. Oh god, that was way too cheesy and horrible for me. Until next time, guys, I've been Airsoft Al, and I will see you guys in the next review. Till next time.
And I'm David from Dice Airsoft.